Welcome to my channel, Top Old Coins History. If you're passionate about rare coins, ancient treasures, and fascinating stories from the past, you're in the right place. Watch this video till the end for amazing insights into the world of old coins. So let's get started. Here is a full 20-minute style paragraph packed with detailed numismatic information and historical background about the 2004 Roosevelt Dime with inscriptions. Liberty in God We Trust 200 for United States of America 1 dime. The 2004 Roosevelt Dime, a small yet historically rich coin, is part of one of the most enduring and recognizable coin series in the history of the United States. Mint. Struck in the year 2004, this 10-cent piece proudly displays the left-facing portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. The design was introduced in 1946, the year following Roosevelt's death, in recognition of his leadership and his pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign originally aimed at fighting polio. The obverse front of the coin features the word liberty prominently arching across the left side, a traditional American value symbolized in coinage for over 2 centuries. Just below Roosevelt's chin are the words "In God We Trust," the national motto that has appeared on US coins since the Civil War era. It represents the deep-rooted historical connection between faith and patriotism in American society. Adjacent to the neck truncation, the date 2004 is inscribed, identifying the year of minting, along with a small P mint mark, signifying the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most prolific coin-producing facilities in the world. The designer's initials, JS4, John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, may also be seen on the obverse, subtly integrated into the coin's design. Turning to the reverse side, the Roosevelt Dime showcases a beautifully balanced design featuring a torch in the center, which symbolizes liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left representing peace and an oak branch on the right, standing for strength and independence. 3 values that were central to Roosevelt's presidency and American ideals at large. Surrounding this central motif are the inscriptions "United States of America" across the top and 1 dime along the bottom, clearly indicating the issuing nation and the denomination of the coin. Between these 2 phrases is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, referring to the unification of the American states. This coin, while small in physical size measuring just 17.91 millimeters in diameter and weighing 2.268 grams, is composed of a Clad composition of copper 91.67% and nickel 8.33%, making it resistant to corrosion and ideal for everyday circulation. The 2004 Roosevelt Dime is part of a highly produced year, with over 1.2 billion coins minted in Philadelphia alone, making it a common find in circulation. However, collectors may find added interest in coins that exhibit minting anomalies or errors such as off-center strikes, die chips, or doubled dies, which can increase value significantly among numismatics. In circulated condition, such a coin typically holds face value, but uncirculated or mint-state specimens can fetch modest premiums, especially those certified MS65 or higher by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. Despite its abundance, the coin retains educational and historical value, especially for younger collectors or those starting their numismatic journey. The Roosevelt Dime series has seen relatively few design changes over the decades, making it a pillar of consistency in U.S. coinage. This particular example, with visible wear and scratches, reflects a coin that has been actively used in everyday transactions, likely passed through the hands of countless Americans purchasing goods, paying for services, or dropped in vending machines over the years. Its survival, decades later, is a testament to the durability of the U.S. Mint's craftsmanship and the enduring legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose image has graced the dime for nearly 80 years. Holding a 2004 Roosevelt Dime is holding a tiny piece of American history, one that represents not just economic value, but national pride, resilience, and the spirit of unity. Whether part of a casual coin jar or a more formal coin collection, this dime continues to serve as a bridge between past and present, reminding us of a president's fight against disease, his enduring contributions to the welfare of the nation, and the symbolic weight that even the smallest coins can carry. Would you like this same content turned into a script for a YouTube video narration, or need a shorter caption for social media with hash? Here is a detailed paragraph-style explanation, ideal for a 20-minute voiceover or YouTube narration about the 2014 Roosevelt Dime with inscriptions "Liberty in God We Trust." 2014 United States of America 1 dime. Noting your typo in COD USI appears to be a worn or damaged strike of "In God We Trust." The 2014 Roosevelt Dime is part of a coin series that has been a cornerstone of American pocket change since 1946. This small coin might look simple at first glance, but it carries with it a deep legacy of American history, civic pride, and the enduring image of one of the United States' most influential presidents, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Issued by the United States Mint, the 2014 Roosevelt Dime is made with a clad composition of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, which gives it a durable surface capable of withstanding decades of use in circulation. Measuring 17.91 millimeters in diameter and weighing just 2.268 grams, this lightweight coin represents the 10-cent denomination, or dime, which is 1/10 of a US dollar, despite its small size. The Roosevelt Dime has held a big place in American coinage, and the 2014 edition continues this legacy with pride and precision. The obverse front of the 2014 Roosevelt Dime features a dignified left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinnock, the U.S. Mint's chief engraver at the time the coin was introduced. Surrounding Roosevelt's profile are key inscriptions: Liberty, boldly written along the left rim; the phrase, "In God We Trust," the national motto and a symbol of American values, located beneath his chin; the year of minting, 2014, appearing just to the right of Roosevelt's neck; and the mint mark, which is either P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, depending on where the coin was struck. The mint mark is critical for collectors who track mintage figures and scarcity across various minting facilities. The faint or distorted appearance of "In God We Trust" on some circulated coins, like the one possibly being referenced here, can be the result of heavy wear, minor die deterioration, or postmint damage. While this may reduce numismatic value, it also highlights how coins physically reflect the journeys they've taken through years of public use. On the reverse back of the coin is a symbolic and visually balanced design featuring a torch in the center, representing liberty. To its left is an olive branch, symbolizing peace, and to its right is an oak branch, which stands for strength and independence. This trio of images embodies the core ideals that defined Roosevelt's leadership through the Great Depression and World War II. Surrounding this central imagery are inscriptions: the United States of America across the top, one dime at the bottom indicating the denomination, and the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning "out of many," one which appears across the middle, signifying the unity of the American states. This reverse design has remained virtually unchanged since the coin's inception, giving the Roosevelt Dime a sense of timelessness and familiarity to Americans across generations. In terms of mintage, the 2014 Roosevelt Dime was produced in large quantities. Over 1.2 billion coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints combined. This means most 2014 dimes are common in circulation and typically only worth their face value of 10 cents. However, uncirculated coins in mint state, MS65 or higher, can be worth $1 to $3 depending on condition. Coins from proof sets, especially those minted in San Francisco with an S mint mark, have mirror-like finishes and can command higher values from collectors, typically ranging from $2 to $5. Error coins, such as those with off-center strikes, die breaks, or doubling, known as double dies, can sometimes be worth significantly more depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Therefore, it's important to inspect any unusual characteristics closely, especially if inscriptions like "In God We Trust" appear distorted, which may either be due to postmint wear or a rare minting error. Although the 2014 Roosevelt Dime is not considered rare, it remains a meaningful piece of American currency with historical and educational value. For new collectors, it represents an excellent introduction to modern U.S. coinage. For history enthusiasts, it's a daily reminder of Roosevelt's impact, not only on the economy and foreign policy, but also on public health initiatives like the March of Dimes. The very fact that Roosevelt's face appears on the dime is a tribute to his tireless efforts to fight polio and his support of national recovery during some of the nation's darkest hours. Every 2014 dime that circulates today continues to spread that legacy, silently reminding its handlers of the principles it stands for: liberty, unity, peace, strength, and perseverance. Whether saved in a coin folder, pulled from pocket change, or studied under a magnifying glass for details, the Roosevelt Dime stands as a small but powerful artifact of American resilience and presidential legacy. Would you like a YouTube voiceover script format of this same content, or a title, description, and hashtag set for posting?